This guy's been here 46 years. And it's just, I don't think it's right. Corporate greed and all these guys, they dedicate to the customers, they're dedicated to this place. We deserve a living wage, and they're trying to pull our health insurance. And I just got married in June, trying to start a family, trying to get my life going. And it's like, you're going to pull it out now, after 10 years. I don't think that's fair. I think it was like $32 billion in profit last year. And that's a good chunk of change, and we're not, and the thing is, we're not asking for anything that the other food companies don't have. That's really the bottom line. We're out delivering the city, out in all the weather, out in this, and we see our competition going down the road and delivering half the food we're delivering. They're making more money than us. I don't really think that the scale is just not equal. So that's really why we're out here fighting. I've been here every day since the strike happens. My customers too. I've dealt with my customers in Picket. I've dealt with them for 8 years. Some were like family, some of them came to my wedding, and it sucks that it had to get to this point. It's sad that Sysco let it get to this point. It's really, and it's like, you have all this money, all these corporate leaders. We just want to make a fair wage to everybody else and do our job. None of us want to be out here. We'd rather be in there working, but we want to stand up for what's right too. So that's why I'm out here. Yeah. And all these guys feel the same way. And all these guys, we work so hard for this place. They wouldn't. You can sell all the food you want in the world, but if you can't get it to the customers, what's the point? All these guys are out there every day. We leave our families at 2, 3, 4 in the morning, and any kind of weather. Come out here, we all give it 100%, and this is how they're treating us right now. And that's really for me. Like I said, I do a lot, and it's like so does everybody else here. We all go above and beyond for this place. That's how they made that money, and now. We're getting treated like second-class citizens because we want to raise. That's not fair. It's like I said, and I think a lot of guys feel the same way. It's very sad that it even got to this point. When the competition is making, close to $10, $12, $15 more an hour than you are doing the same work, delivering half the food, how does that look good for the biggest food corporation in the world? So I think that's why we're all out here fighting, just hoping for, hopefully we can get a good contract out of it.
I get you. And so is there picketing that takes place at the Hyannis location?
Not really. We're all up here just because, like I said, our yard is down there. It's kind of in the middle of the woods. You don't really have access to the public. But our customers, we're all close to our customers. We talk to our customers. And, they want a resolution too. They don't want to come up here and get their own food. They want us to deliver it. They got businesses to run, just like we have jobs to do. And they're giving our jobs to these scabs. It's like, just pay us. All of us are willing to jump back in a truck tomorrow if we get a fair contract and go back to work. That's what we want. It's like we watch our trucks go by. Like my tractor rolled out of here today. I'm like, it's been my truck for a long time. Now somebody else is driving it, doing my job, delivering to my customers. And it's like, come on, guys. You're gonna pull the rug out from us just like that? How is that fair? So we worked all through the pandemic, no complaints, hardly any raises. We were considered heroes then, and now it's like, what? Because our contract's up, we want a better wage, we're nothing. How does that look? Come on, Sysco. That's how a lot of guys. Some of these guys, this has been their full-time job their whole life. I only got 10 years, but like I said, there's got 46 years. And 20 years, 30 years. It's like, we don't want to be up here picking. We want to be working and going home to our families. And that's what it is. And like I said, I want to be proud to work here. I'm not proud to work here with this going on now. It's like, you're not going to take care of your employees after you just made all this money. It's just not a good look. Yeah.
And this is day 15, is that right?
Day 15, yep. Yep, yesterday, because yesterday was 2 weeks, exactly, so day 15 today. And I don't think a lot of us thought it was going to be this long, honestly. I think we kind of had 3-4 days, maybe a week, but not 2 full weeks, but everybody's in it for the long fight. We're not going to give up. We're all, and this is bringing us closer together as drivers. We all had each other's back out there now. This is bringing us way closer together. And, this is a solid group. It's a rock solid group out here. Anybody will tell you. Police officers that are here on details, anybody. We've been good. We've been playing by the rules. We just want a fair contract. We want to get back out there, delivering these customers. And we know some of the customers are upset. These are customers we dealt with every day for 8 years. It's like, where are you guys? Come on, come back to work. Tell Sysco do the right thing. And that's how we feel too. So hopefully there'll be some resolution soon.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sure.
Thank you so much.
So it's
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say just one last thing, if I could ask
Sure.
you. You said you're a soon-to-be steward.
Yes.
Can you tell me more about that?
So it hasn't been
soon-to-be part.
It hasn't been voted on officially.
Got it.
Yeah, but there will be a vote after this.
Got it.
So I'm just trying to do my part. Like I said, I've worked with these guys 10 years for the last 8 years. I'll do anything for them. I do anything for any of the drivers here. We're all in it together. We're one big team out there, just like we're one big team on Sysco. And the stronger we stay together out there. The stronger we stay together here, hopefully we'll get a contract. It's just going to bring us close together out there. So, the driver needs help, we'll go and help somebody. And now out here, we have to have each other's back until we get a contract. So
Got it.
just want to do my part for the union and the guys, and just like I said, I want to get back to work too. I mean, like I said, I just got married in June, trying to start a family.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And and just like I said, you can. I just want to make a living wage for doing the work that the competition's doing. And that's it. So.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So it sounds like a lot of these kind of things that was going on where you all felt like underpaid for all the work you were doing had been going on for a while. Was there anything that particularly triggered the strike to happen? Like
It was
this
more
point?
just it's more the pay right now. Like our competition, they're making a lot more money than us doing half the work, and I think that was kind of the trickling thing. And then when Sysco wanted to pull our health insurance, it was kind of just like, come on, guys, like we have we have really good health insurance for the Teamsters, and they want us to go back on the Sysco insurance. But there's a lot of guys here with family members that need the good health insurance for certain medical disabilities or restrictions and stuff like that. And it's just to pull that out on top of us, on top of giving us a petty raise, is like, come on, really? When the competition is out there, doing half the work we are and making double the money.
Yeah.
It's just not a good thing. I think that kind of rubbed a lot of guys the wrong way.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Taking away healthcare, that'll
Sure,
definitely
and especially just the same thing with inflation, the price of food, cost of living going up, everything going up right now. I mean, we deserve a living wage. I mean, you're raising your food costs, so why you can raise your food costs, but you don't want to pay your employees a living wage? Come on, they see all the prices going up. You think they're going to lose money on it?
No.
So that's just, and I think. So that's just the bottom line. You get all 300 dedicated, hardworking guys that want to get back out there and get back to work. So we want to do it for a livable wage. Why should the competition drive by us with half the food on their truck, making more money than us when we're out there killing ourselves for 14 hours a day? Away from our families, away from our loved ones. That's it.
Right.
We just want a fair wage, and we want to get back to work.
Right.
So,
Have you
fair health insurance?
Yeah, definitely. Have you found that a lot of your customers have been supportive?
There is a lot of customers that have been very supportive, and they're frustrated too. I mean, they have to come up here to get their food at the same price that it would be delivered to them. And we talk to customers going through the picket line. We try not to give them a hard time. We try to talk to them. They're fed up with it too. They want a resolution to this. I know there's been multiple customers calling Sysco, complaining, and multiple customers from the Cajun Islands that have been complaining, and they don't want this. They just like we have a job to do. They have a business to run too. They don't have time to do this. I mean, some people are sitting in line for a couple hours to come get their food, and then I thought driving it back to their restaurant doing this. It's like that's why they pay us.
Yeah. Do you mind just for like people just to kind of even backtracking, like specifically what Sysco does and stuff, and like function?
Sure. So we deliver to food restaurants. Food establishments for restaurants. Schools. Healthcare establishments. Basically, we're a full service food distributor. You can get anything you want from Sysco, from a kitchen sink to frozen peas and carrots. So we service hospitals, schools, restaurants. Basically, anyone that has a food need, we can service, and that's what we want to do. So I mean. And we service Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, all from this facility. So I mean, you got people driving down from New Hampshire that can't get their food. Driving way up from Rhode Island, they can't get their food. They have to drive here first. So you're talking 3 or 4 hour round trip. Your day is all done by that time. And then on top of that, trying to run a business.
Yeah.
And we feel for the customers too. We want to get back to work. We want to be out there serving something. Like I said, a lot of the customers here, I mean, it's like a second family to these guys. And they've had the same driver for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. And we watch them drive by. It breaks our hearts too. We want to get back to work and service and do the right thing.
Awesome. Yeah. No, that completely makes sense. Yeah. Anything else that you think is just important for people to kind of know regarding the strike and everything that's going on?
Just that all these drivers, they're standing up for their living wages. We're out here delivering in snowstorms, rainstorms, any kind of weather. Get up at all hours of the night, 1, 2, 3 in the morning to get up here and do the right thing and try to service our customers. So we just want the customers to try to stand behind us as much as they can. We know they have a business too, but we want them to know it breaks our heart every time we see them drive through the picket line and get their own food. We shouldn't be delivering them. They shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah.
We just want Sysco to do the right thing, and we do. We feel for the health care and the schools and everything else, but we have to stand up for our living wages too.
Right.
But like I said, ultimately, we would love to be back to work tomorrow, delivering, servicing all these customers, and get this whole fiasco back to normal. That's the ultimate goal.
You all were on Blue Cross Blue Shield, right? And then they tried.
So we were on Teamsters, Blue Cross, and Blue Shield.
Yeah.
They wanted us to go. I'm not sure of the provider, but they wanted us to go through a Sysco provided insurance. But it just wasn't a good choice for anybody here.
Yeah.
With the cost of healthcare on top of the not so good wage Sysco offered. It's like we just discussed before, with the cost of everything going up, inflation, living expenses, energy costs, food costs, in general, and everybody has a family. Like, I mean, I don't have kids. My wife don't have kids yet, but I mean, daycare is going through the roof. Everything's going through the roof. So it's just,
Right.
you know, that's really what it was. And it's like on top of, okay, so we're going to get a petty raise, and you're going to increase our healthcare tenfold. It's like, come on, guys. You know, really, you're making it impossible for these guys that have made you this product, that have made you this 32 liter, that have, you know, built Sysco Boston to what it is. And now you're going to pull the rug out from under us. It's like, you can sell all the food you want, but if you can't get it to the customers, what's the point? It's like, we're the worker ants out here making this, you know? And that's the bottom line. I think a lot of guys feel the same way.
And I was hearing from someone else here that like during the pandemic, Sysco bought up some smaller delivery services too and gobbled them. Yeah,
I believe they did. I'm not sure of the names on that, but they did. You know, Sysco does own a bunch of smaller companies, and I think that kind of rubbed guys along, you know, the wrong way through this whole thing too. It's like through the whole pandemic, through the 2 years of the pandemic, you know, I would say probably like 80% of us worked full time through the pandemic. We're hailed as heroes, whole 9 yards, and now it's like, okay, we want. Not, you know, we should be paid for what we did, you know, and we didn't get raises during the pandemic. None of that happened, and now our contract's up. It's time for Sysco to pay up on their end of the deal, you know, and that's all we want. We just want to be treated like a fair working citizen, you know, like that's it.
Absolutely.
Especially like I said, being the biggest being the biggest food distributor in the world. You know, I think it's only fair when you see the competition drive by, like I've reiterated, you know, with half the stuff in the truck and they're making more money and they're home with their family more. It's like, come on, guys.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, you know, I've been here for 10 years, very grateful for the opportunity, but it's like, you know, they need to keep up with the competition to retain these guys. You know, these guys want to stay, but you know, there's other jobs out there too, but that's why we're all fighting so hard. Nobody wants to leave. We all love our customers. We like working here. We like the work, you know, and that's it. But we just, like I said, we just want a fair wage. We just want to be treated like, you know, fair citizens. And like I said, fair wage, fair health insurance, you know, for all the work we do. Because like I said, without the worker bees on the ground here, you're not going to make that $32 billion of profit or, you know, or grow or be able to buy all these companies. It just doesn't work that way. You know?
Absolutely.
So that's why we're out here fighting so hard.
Great. Cool. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to me.
Sure.
And,
you're welcome. No, of course.
It's been going on since October 1st. Keep up the
great. The rain, winds. I mean, maybe snow is coming next week.
Who knows? It's New England. You never know.
So we've been out here 24 hours a day since then, 7 days a week. It hasn't let up. And like I said, we're hoping for a resolution, and hopefully, like I said, we can get back in the truck soon and go back to work. Start servicing our customers the right way.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome. So, great. Solidarity.
Absolutely. Solidarity 100%.
For sure. Cool. I'll just keep. So this is the Sysco Picket line right now. So basically how this works is if you go further down this street, this is where the Sysco facilities are, right? So you see that there's some cops blocking. So basically any car that passes through this road is crossing the picket line. And so there's definitely been throughout the time here some scabs who have just kind of come through. And there's of course been some delivery drivers who have come from this way as well and driven through. So definitely there does seem to be solidarity here, but there also does seem to be a good amount of scabs. And one thing I've learned too is that the warehouse workers are still working. I think they're, but the delivery drivers are on strike. And so they're hoping that the warehouse workers can come join them at some point soon. But yeah, this is basically how it's going. Yep. See, there's a car pulling out right here. Of course, you know, there's so many cops on duty. I'm sure they're getting paid very well to, you know, basically be here in the strike. But yeah, like got 3 cops over there. We got a whole bunch of cops down here. See, like this Plymouth County Sheriff. And then if you actually go further down this way where you can kind of come off the interstate, there's a bunch of cops by a tent over there too. So yeah. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'm probably gonna just go back, sign off, and just continue, being at the Picket, but yeah, thought this would be a really good thing just to advertise and show. Sysco owns 17% of the market share when it comes to delivering food. So there's a bunch of different, companies that are, particularly that are feeling so that rely on Sysco for food. So it'd be nice if, Sysco, who is doing very well, could, support their workers, give them decent, livable wages. That is, surpassing the competition that, as you heard, and yeah, solidarity with them. Ops, I'm not. Probably not. Probably not going to do that. Good one, Austin. All right, I'm gonna sign off. But thanks for watching.